about working in the pub was the sense of community that I always felt when I was in it. The pub was situated right in the centre of the village, right at the heart of the village. It always had a very, very strong sense of community. Although in recent years, no just because the pub's closed, but in recent years I have felt that the sense of community is diminishing. There would be quiz nights and dart and pool competitions, fancy dress events at Halloween, and birthday parties for folk in the community reaching their 18th and 20th, 21st birthdays. They always got all the news of the community with people coming in and out throughout the day. The jungle drums in a village beat very, very loudly and quickly, and in the pub you're hearing the news that's happening in the local community more or less as it happens. Sometimes before it's happened you're finding out what the news is. The advantages of people knowing a lot about each other's businesses. You know when somebody's maybe down in the luck, when they're experiencing hard times, or when they're having a happy event in their life, and you can, if they're down in the luck, you can see if you can maybe help them out a wee bit, or you might know somebody that, depending on what the problem is they're having at the time, you'll maybe know somebody that can help them out. Well, a pub has to be basically a welcoming place, or nobody is going to come in and spend their money in it. They're going to find somewhere else to drink. However, if somebody came into the pub and for any reason presented themselves as a wee bit offhand or a bit strange behaviour, the people in it, you could hear the regulars thinking, who is this and what are they about, and they could make it pretty obvious to somebody whose behaviour was what they would term as maybe a bit off the wall or not acceptable. They could make it obvious to them pretty quickly that their presence wasn't really wanted in the pub. The strangers would pick up on it very quickly, and you could see them thinking, oh, maybe time I was leaving here. The police coming in, plainclothes police coming in, anyway, they thought they were incognito, but the locals picked up immediately as to who they were. They would be looking maybe for a bit of information about something somebody had done. If they were the police, see if anybody could tell them something, or if they were the social, they would be trying to chat and fit in and ask about, oh, do you know such and such, but the locals had them well sussed, and they never ever managed to get any information about anybody from them. As a matter of fact, I've seen the locals having a bit of fun with them and sending them in a wild goose chase, telling them a load of rubbish and sending them out thinking that they've found something out about somebody, and the locals just having a laugh at their expense when they went away. I must admit, I did find it quite funny. But strangers could come into the pub, and if they were basically sort of working class, or maybe not so keen to be working class, and just be like a normal punter and come across as being friendly enough, they would be accepted into the pub really, really easily. This results in the community suffering, because the people who did like to come in for a pint and everything would talk about local events in the pub when they were all together, like, oh, we could organise a fundraising night for the gala day. With the pub closing and the people who like a drink having to go to neighbouring villages and into town and so on, all that's not getting discussed now. There's no the same amount of events. They're not finding it as easy to get the events organised and so on, so the community is suffering with the loss of the pub. Pub also, they would have a big charity bottle where all the regular customers would donate their small change or their coppers, and it went into this bottle, and every time it reached £100 it would be donated to a worthy cause within the village. We did once try to donate it to the church, but the minister felt that he couldn't accept a donation from a pub. I tried convincing him that the donation wasn't from the pub, it was from the local customers who drank in the pub. It was their money and not profits made by the pub. But however, he decided that he wasn't willing to take the donation, so I can't remember who we gave it to on that occasion. Whatever it's turned into, it should benefit people in the village because it should create jobs for local people. I think if you somebody that likes going for a wee drink and you can do it in a local pub with folk that you know and go on with and have a laugh and a bit of banter, there's no many better ways to spend a night.